Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, welcome. We're here today with Hibike Euphonium episode number 6. No, that was a lot cooler in my mind, but we're here today for episode 6 of Hibike Euphonium. It's been a while since we watched Hibike. Well, it's been a while since I watched Hibike Euphonium. I think it's been like a good year and a half. So I had to like rewatch the last episode just to know where we're up to. Because like the general story beats I do remember, but I need to know exactly like what was the last thing that we saw, where what have the characters gotten up to, so on and so forth. And the last episode was the festival. It was the festival, which kind of was a success, which I'm very happy about. But since then, also a few things have changed, not just in the show, but a few things have changed on this channel. One, all my reactions are now timer based, so you can see the timer down here, down below, which means that if you want to watch along, you have to sync it with your own footage. There are no more highlight videos. And the second thing is, if you want to get early access, you can do so over on patreon.com for $5 a month. You'll be able to get early access to future videos, but they're all also timer based reactions. So now with all that said, with all that out of the way, episode 6 of Hibike Euphonium, I would say let us hop right in, let us get started, and let us see what is next on this story. Two things I'm going to check just before we start. One, audio levels, coolio, everything seems to be fine. Coolio. Alright, making sure right at the beginning, which we are. We're going to get started, ladies and gentlemen, in 3, 2, 1. I always want to be I always wanted to be a conductor. Not always, nah. I've wanted to be a conductor for like the last 5 years. I just be awful at it. Sounds so jolly. Sounds so jolly. Sapphire. And of course, Reina. I love the lyrics. I just like the staff behind it. And the treble clef. Man, I want to see them in action. Like actually like a performance, like a not a festival, but like an actual like we're here to watch, we're here to pay to watch, if that kind of thing. I do wonder how far the show will take things. Okay. It's fine. Man, I loved exams back in school. I loved exams because I was smashing it without realizing. But then I was like, okay, I need to actually revise. I want to be number 1. Well, gotta make it. Gotta make it. I think it would be fair to, I don't know how many prefectures there are, to be fair. But I would think it would be fair to like 2. Not just 1, but like 2 from each prefecture. Trimming down the herd. Trimming down the herd. Twinkle, twinkle, little tuba. That's not how I know the Suba song. One Piece. Alright. Okay. But we want to win this time. We want to win this time. So we got to perform. Prove. Aye. I've always been a fan of that. That pressure. You need to... Then get out of here. He's just trying his best, man. He's just trying his best. We don't have a piece. Yeah. Yeah. That all depends on what song you're playing, right? What piece. The thing is, it's not just about how you play. It's also... It's not just how good you are at playing. It's also at... Okay. Alright. Alright. It's also how you play under pressure. That's what matters. Yeah. True. There could always be people that have played it since. Aye. But it will be... Oh, come on! I was gonna make that damn joke! You didn't even let me finish! Oh, I was gonna say ruby. I was gonna say diamond. Oh, come on. They won't even let me make the joke first. Oh, that's rude. That's rude. I was just thinking in my mind, how am I going to set the joke up? Damn it. And here, damn it. That hurts. That hurts me. One step at a time. One movement forward. Alright. Alright. Rambling. Yep. Constant dynamic shifts. The tempo is fairly steady, actually. There you go. Well, the thing is, like, typically, from what I know, I obviously have not played in an orchestra. I play solo instruments, but typically, like, orchestral music is simpler. Unless you're like the focus, unless you've got like the focus instrument. Right. Okay. Woo! I don't know my brass instrument, alright? I don't know my brass instrument, so you miss me with that. Miss me with that. Does it have a manual? Fair.
It's my instrument. Exactly.
Yeah, I think most of us were like that. Like now you see my keyboard right there, and it's my phone is on top of it. But when I first had it, I was like, my baby, nobody touch it, nothing happens. Oh, there's a speck of dirt. I need to wipe it off. Now I'm like, man, hey, yeah. Alright. I just. Alright. Alright. Why a soft one though? Why a soft? Why a soft one specifically? Yep. Look at her go. Alright. Aye. Why a soft case? I want to know. Because I've got a soft case right there for my violin. Right? Right there, as you can see, right here. I had violin lessons for like 2 weeks. Alright? That's it. Then I've never played violin again. But like, my teacher had a hard case and he was a performer. So I want to know like, why a soft case and not a hard case instead? Heavier to carry, I guess, but it protects the instrument better. Man, I really want to learn the violin now. I really want to learn the violin seriously now. Not just like day one stuff, week one stuff. Yeah, but you don't need to win. Put your heart and soul in it and, you know, go as far as you can. That's what it boils down to. Oh, heck no. What is that? Is that mint? No, get out of here with mint. Nah, that's a mint ice cream. Who likes mint ice cream? Cookies and cream. Come on. Tiramisu, but mint. Even chocolate is disgusting. Chocolate is like, it's like, just bad. But like, you know, cookies and cream, and that's like top of the top tier. Strawberry, which is like A, and you've got vanilla, which is like just, yeah, a B, and you've got chocolate, which is like D. Tiramisu, that's an A. What great description. He hates it. Ah. Alright, don't take advice from this guy. If you ask me what the best thing out of the piano is, I could tell you right away. Even violin, and I don't play violin that much. Well, at all. Piano, best repertoire, easy. How did you get that? Anyway. Anyway. By the way, if you can hear my stomach rumbling, I do apologize. I'm extremely hungry. I currently have food in the oven. So, you know. Everyone should have an attitude like her. Well, it might just be finger dexterity as well. That's too simple, isn't it? Yeah. That's why I like... Okay. Alright. Alright. Just because a piece is slow doesn't mean it's easy. That is like the biggest misconception. That slow means easy and fast means difficult. Alright. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What does all of this mean? Explain yourself. I mean, I was... no comment. No. I'm above that. I'm above that. I'm above that. I'm above that. Bro, I want one now. I want a Tuba camera. Tuba kun, whatever. Get me one. It's time. It's time. I'm Tuba camera. You were born to, well, something me. God, calm down. No, no. Oh, exposed. Exposed. Take care. She's gone. Oh. Alright. 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 I disagree. Oh, that's when it's the most fun. Am I in a minority here? Like when I struggle with a new piece or struggle with something, a new technique or whatnot, that's the most fun. That's true. And this guy's like, I don't know, there's nothing good about it. There's nothing good about it, haha. Oh, there's your solution. There's your solution. Alright, I know the title, but I already know what piece they're going to choose anyway. Even if the title wasn't there, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Clearly. Sit down, we're playing. Yeah, well, you learned today. Ah, this is so hot. This is way too hot. Ah, I could cry right now. I could cry right now. This is. I don't know why this is getting me. Damn. Damn. Wholesome. Too wholesome. I'm not wholesome. No. No, no, no. 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 How is this easy to carry home? That was so wholesome. See, I don't think I've ever had that issue. You know, oh, I was gonna say... It's gonna be a t-shirt, isn't it? Or not? My heart skipped a beat. Just like that. Just like that, the tuba was no longer important. Respect. Ah, this episode was fantastic. To be continued. actually, there's no preview anyway. So that's coolio. That's greatio. Anyway, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, this episode was way too wholesome. I'm not a wholesome person. Actually, I am a wholesome person. I love wholesomeness. You know, I really do love wholesomeness. Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why I love wholesomeness? Because wholesomeness is just relatable. It's relatable. That's what it is. It's relatable, right? Tragedy, you know, sometimes you can't relate at all. Happiness, sometimes you can't relate at all. But wholesomeness, I think we can all relate to. So this episode was extremely wholesome, and I very much liked it. The ending, you know, the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. I mean, it's generally like, you know, one of the first pieces that you learn on most instruments, honestly, because it's such a piece that, you know, it's very simple. It's very simple for the most part, but you can make it so much more difficult. So it's like something that you can build on. Which is why typically it's, you know, one of the first pieces that you learn on any instrument, and I don't know. See, I've never had that issue before where like I didn't perform, you know, so that's why I hate the instrument, because whenever I want to play in front of an audience, there are 2 pianos in town, and I don't care playing in front of people. So like, there's one piano. There's a music store in town that has like a piano right outside the store where I sometimes play, and then there's one in like a train station where I sometimes play as well. And I don't care playing, even back then when I didn't know how to play, I still just sat there and just like messed around for like an hour, and I was like, the world just passes me by, and I'm just there just playing. But that's also one of the reasons why, like, something like a violin, I'd love to be able to pick up. Just so I could carry my violin with me and play, you know, at any time, whenever I'm walking in town, whenever I'm doing anything. I could just, you know, I'm that guy, I'm that dude that's just like, oh, I'm going to the shop. But I don't want to, I want to play right now, so I'll just take the violin while I go to the shop and do my shopping. That would be me. Probably like the annoying guy on the bus and the annoying guy on the train. That would be me, right? And I don't care. I got no filter. I don't care, alright? But yeah, playing together, actually creating music, and not just doing drills. Drills are, I mean, technique and drills, scale, so on and so forth, are, if you do them repetitively, they are obviously very beneficial, but they are by far the most boring thing. Like, Hanan, I absolutely hate Hanan. It's just so boring, but it's so easy, and just feel like, what's the point? Finger dexterity, okay, but I can learn finger dexterity by playing pieces, you know? Scales, what's the point? How often are you going to play a scale in, you know, you might use, you know, for actual music theory and actually, like, understanding a piece, okay, sure, you might need scales, but you don't need to know how to play that. You know, how often are you actually going to come across having to play a scale in a piece? Arpeggios, okay, that's a bit different. You play that quite a lot. You use those quite a lot, so that might be, like, the exception, but, like, in general, most techniques, you don't even need to drill them into your brain, into your fingers, into your muscles, because at the end of the day, you know, in the long term, by the time they're necessary in a piece, you can develop those skills right there and then. But obviously the argument is, well, if you're sight reading, or, you know, you're reading a piece, or, you know, you should be able to play a piece that's way below your standards, your level, and then you could get stuck because you don't know one technique. Obviously that's a different story, but I think the more pieces you play, the more techniques you gather, and then you don't even need to learn those specific things just for, you know, a piece, just for a technique. So I think in general, my approach is, yeah, when I started, obviously I was very focused. Like, I used to do like half an hour each day scales, half an hour arpeggios, and then like just half an hour on repertoire and half an hour on Hanan, that kind of thing. But, you know, back then I used to do like 2 hours, 3 hours of playing. Nowadays, 20 minutes, like 20 minutes, and I ain't got time for I ain't got time for technique. I mean for repertoire, unless like I'm very focused on like a specific piece. Like, for example, there was a certain segment of a piece that I was learning recently, which required like massive jumps, and I knew I couldn't hit those jumps cleanly. So what I did, instead of like focusing on just working on the jumps in that piece, I focused on just like jumps in general, both hands, and then like you'll increase the speed, increase the length of those jumps, but try and play it pianissimo. So like you have multiple things, and then I just increase the difficulty, and then by the time I actually, you know, like got to that piece and like tried to learn that part again, it was just so much easier. So like you can use technique for breakdowns, but at the end of the day, you want to play. You want to create actual music, and, you know, a feeling of creating actual music, it's unmatched. It's unmatched. which is why I completely understand her perspective. Again, I don't get her perspective of like playing it in an ensemble. The only ensemble I've ever played was like a duet, really. No, I've played in a trio before in a restaurant that I went to. There was a pianist, there was a guitarist, and I was like, yo, I like the way you play the piano. Mind if I, join in? I mean, the pianists were playing together and the guitarist as well, so you could say technically a trio. Anyway, no, that's a completely different story. With that said, this was episode 6. Very wholesome, very amazing, and I very much enjoyed this. Let me know what you all thought about this episode. I will see all of you in the next one. Everyone, until then, have a nice day. Peace out. And as always,